Hello. What a greeting. Hello. There you go. Yell at me. Scream. Yes, hey. Yes, keep everyone should just yell. That's just should be the norm. Should be the new normal. Just yell and scream at people. You know? That way everyone knows you're heard. They know your heart's in it. Have some energy, some spirit. I think everyone should just... Why do you even have lowercase? Why isn't everything like capitals? Just uppercase. Sup? Hey, Peshal. How'd you like her propaganda yesterday? Man, I was talking about... I can't even watch it. It was like 2 hours long. Again, I'm not trying to insult any Americans, but my God, your president is so long-winded. He went up there, said nonsense. Like, he said very little that was actually factual, and people kept clapping him. No, stop. I don't have doors anymore. Is it worth it to MLB at Chisato? I did Limit Break 1 Chisato. I don't think so. If you are a returning player, like, to break the 200 wall, she's not bad for it. She's good. She's strong. It's just not, she's not overly strong. All right, I'm downloading the Fate trailer. I'm sorry for being late. Those who were around last night know I streamed until 6:30 a.m. Then I woke up at 8:30, 8:25. So I barely got any sleep. And I realized, okay, there's no way I'm going to work like this. This isn't going to work. So I took a half sick day. I slept until 1 and then just worked at home. So yeah, I was just taking a shower, freshening up. Took a nap before 2. Yeah. Staying up all night for solo raid wasn't the best of idea. But there were so many, like, nobody was prepared, right? So I had to, like, it took a lot. Peshal, is this a new account or are you a returning player? New account? Yeah, then I would do it. She's good enough to be someone you break the 200 wall with. The 1.5 anniversary is in 2 months. 1 month. And then you can just save for that. It's hard to, like... For pilgrims, it's really hard to use them to break the wall, right? So... Alright, we're starting really soon, guys. So, again, so sorry for being late. I'm just downloading the trailer right now, and then we'll start. ID verification. Do people really care that much about privacy? I can't really tell. Is this thing broken? Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm just trying to like understand this. No, it works. It works. I just don't think covers show up anymore for some reason. That's so weird. It doesn't work correctly anymore. Okay, let's just start. 3 streams, yeah, so well you're like never here. Yeah, okay. The music thing just doesn't work correctly. It's tracking the wrong thing. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. That is so weird. It is now reversed on what it tracks. Okay. I'm gonna fix the music and then we'll start. It tracks the wrong music player now. I don't understand. It changed. Okay, let's just start. You guys are saying goofy things again. Wait. Does this work? Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me one more minute. Let me try to fix this. Okay, step 1. Step 2. Sorry, I'm getting onboarded. When we're streaming, Twitch, YouTube, Kick. Gaming, just chatting. That's it, I guess. Alright, don't be a hater. Sure. That's easy. Okay. Okay, so now I have to enter my client ID. How do I do that? How do I connect? Okay, authorize. blinked. Does it work now? That's interesting. It's now connected via Discord. Okay, sorry for making you guys wait. We'll start now. I've been trying to fix the music player. It just hasn't been tracking correctly. There's no art anymore. I don't know why. Okay, let's start. All right, sorry for making you guys wait so long. It would have been hard to do this with this in the back of my mind on fixing this, so yeah, thanks for waiting. Clearing chat of spoilers? Thanks. We hadn't started yet. It still cracks me up that, It sometimes is just so funny when people spoil, you know? Alright, we're ready to go, let's do it. Let me put my headset on. Alright, Mythic Hero time? Legendary Hero? Mythic Hero. What's this music? Oh! Wait, what? Oh my god, it's Tiki. Everlasting voice.
I'm Tiki. People call me the voice of the divine dragon.
She's light defense. Erica's hitting 65 times 4. Awakening voice, armored ice cap, deluvio boost, hair divinity, higher ground. Well, that looks like Tiki. Savior. Lifts the morale of her allies. Her foes cannot trigger their first special, including on their second strike.
Yeah!
I thought we already had a legendary Tiki. 0-0. 101. We do have legendary Tiki, it's just the young one, so... This is the awakening one. For him, dollar. Already getting beat. How much? 95. Everyone's damage reduction, like, just hides her real damage. She's Carless. Of course, she'll be with other dragons. Corrin, Lynn, Lithmir, Micaiah, Balder, Hother, Sharina, Soren, Stefan, Alphonse. Oh my gosh. Welcome back for 60 months, 5 years. Thanks, Adrian. Comes out on 27th. That's it. I love Tiki, but man, that doesn't feel new at all. Okay, one sec. Why is this not going down? I usually have my taskbar auto hide. It's not auto hiding, so I can't even select anything. What the heck? Why is everything so glitchy today? What the? I just pressed... What? Why is this glitching everything out? A hype train? All right, sorry. I'm just pressing automatically hide the taskbar and it's glitching everything out. No? Okay, it doesn't work. I needed to mute it, but it wouldn't let me. All right, guys, what do you think of our new mythic hero? Mythic? We already had legendary Tiki, but now this is mythic Tiki? That's so weird. Why is it like this?
Since this isn't an bug that can freely break the rules, they once again have broken the mythic rules like with Vale and Lumerlo.
Yeah, I mean, from Fire Emblem Awakening, why is this one a mythic and Young Tiki a legendary? Alright, you know, people once upon a time try to tell me, hey, you know, there's certain rules that makes you a legendary and not a mythic, or a mythic and not a legendary, whatever you say, dudes. I always thought that stuff was ridiculous. It didn't make any sense logically. Because you would have to ignore certain heroes to see certain patterns. But that's the Fae community. They put on their tinfoil hats and make random ass connections. Alright, with that said though, Tiki's apparently mythic. I don't know why, but alright. So we'll see seeing her in Ether Raids.
This is a sign for Rose. Cooked.
I know, yep. Anyways, I thought we had enough really strong armor heroes, but we keep getting more recently. What the heck? So we all know Black Knight's really strong, but didn't we just get the new Hector, who's really good? And now we get this new Tiki? Oh, geez. Well, let's see how this works. Anyways, VA's Mela Lee, ours is Tefish, did a great job. And I would she has nice toes. There you go. Okay, as for the rest of this, feel bad for Erica. She's not even 1 year old, but doesn't matter. Doing 0 damage. Awakening Voice, Slaying. Effective against dragon foes. This is a Naga part of her. Dragon, range damage, targeting lower defense or res, which isn't that impressive anymore. But still funny, it's always there. Attack res +6, Fire Emblem. She gets Fire Emblem like Marth? Marth. And Grand Special Cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat to unit allies within 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn. That's a massive range. For unit allies in 3 spaces of unit, prevents the neutralization of stat bonuses and bonus effects after start of turn skill triggers on units player phase or enemy phase. La-di-da. And then grants all stats +15, like new heroes do. 25 extra damage, 15 extra damage reduced. And it reduces down from foes specials by additional 15. Da-da-da. It's just to make sure older heroes can't do anything against her and get destroyed. And also, foes attack can trigger foes special and units res over foes res +5. Triggers the following effects during combat. Special cooldown charge +1 on foe before first attack. Foe's first attack. And if foe attacks twice, before foe's second attack. Okay, cool. It's just all very standard dragon stuff, except for the new unit stuff, but you know. Armored Ice Cap. I could go for Ice Cap. Hey, is it still snowing for you guys? There's still snow in Canada. Like, outside, there's snow. And it still has snowing seasons, and this could keep going all the way until April. Canada, yo. Anyways, when special triggers boost damage by units res, okay, yeah, this is a new generation of specials, just straight up flat, extra based on your units res. Reduces damage from foes attack by 40% during combat, and then all these new generation specials are so dumb. They're too good. At start of turn, grants attack res great talent +2 to unit. After combat, if unit's special trigger grants attack res great talent +4. Yeah. Diluvial boost is really good. Makes sense because she's going to scale off of res and have very little speed. Hair Divinity. Distant counter is now in a B slot. Why not? Why not? What is anything anymore? Everything is everything. There are no rules. The rules are, I made them up. Thanks, IS. If a skill compares units res to a foe's or allies res, treats units res as of grant +5. La-di-da, this is just standard dragon stuff. For foes on the map of res less than units res at start of combat, inflicts attack speed, defense res -5. Foe suffers +10 damage. Foe cannot make a fall attack, and foe suffers a guaranteed fall attack during combat. Okay, you know what? Whatever. That really just doesn't look right to me, but what do I know anymore? Inflicts attack, defense res -5 on foe, deals damage equals 20% of units res, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% units res, grants special equivalent count -2 to unit before foe's first attack. Yeah, and she has higher ground like Snake Girl. Okay, that's a great combo. How do I know it's a great combo? Because it reminds me of Snake Girl. In a lot of aspects. Lifts the morale of her allies, that's the Fire Emblem in her. She's gonna be really annoying. I thought we were done with Snake Girl. I thought she was becoming beatable. But I guess you should just update Snake Girl. Why not? Anyways, this is going to be really annoying because specials are just going to not be there. So you got to beat her straight up. And that's going to be hard considering she's a new gen hero with a ton of damage reduction. And then her counterattacks are really strong too. Freaking him Dollar's not even that old. What is she? Like, not even... She's getting close to half a year, I guess. It's like 4 months-ish. Yeah, she does nothing. So, a super res tank. But the scary thing is, her defense is still really high. So, I don't really know how you do this. This is going to be annoying to deal with. The one saving grace is if you do fight her in Ether Raids, at least she's not going to get super buffed, but... All these heroes are hitting... Oh my god! 274? A bunch of heroes were hitting 200s. Welcome to Farm Heroes. 253. Everybody, this is... Oh my god, Alphonse with the highest at 282. This is fraudulent. Anyways, this is a new Farm Heroes. When we get to this section, everyone's showing off with how much damage they can hit. Yep. Anyways, that's your banner. Give me your thoughts, guys. I would say best color, best color, best... Is there even a weak color? Red is the weak color? I don't know, man. Colorless is obviously strong. Green is strong. I guess corn's kind of out of date. Blue's pretty good. I don't know, man. Give me your thoughts, guys. That's your banner. I'm so conflicted. I like Tiki, but this is not how I thought it would happen.
Dual Thor's dual button is officially and finally dead after 4 years.
Yep. Hold on, let me see. Doesn't this feel weird, guys? This is Legendary Tiki. And I think they already did a great job of her. And now we have a Mythic Tiki. Wow. I just want to talk about this section of things. If we can get Mythic heroes of Legendary heroes, and it's just like an older version of them, doesn't that open things up for them to just do whatever? The reality was, they ran out of Mythic heroes. And while I'm not going to say literally, there were obviously some options remaining. But I think they realized, hey, if we want our sales to be good, we should be abusing and taking advantage of popular characters. So, it would not surprise me if they play around with the idea of legendary into mythics and just re-release popular heroes. And Tiki is absolutely a fan favorite back in Awakening. So, yeah, that's what I think is going to go happen. It also is... How many Tikis in the game now? Like, this is base Tiki from years ago. I mean, Legendary Tiki is so old that she even has, you know, a Resplendent now. And this is the combination Tiki that is Naga as well. You know what? I just realized the Tiki art we just got should have been Brave Tiki. I don't know about you guys. I still hate this Tiki art. It's just way too weird for me. Why did you put her in young Tiki's clothing? What is wrong with you, IS? The people who voted for it didn't want this. I know I didn't want this. Maybe some weirdo out there. Well, if someone wants to self-report, by all means, but like, I would have been like, man, you know what would be perfect for adult Tiki? Put her in young Tiki's clothing. What the heck? Yeah, no. And... you know, she's got a bunch of Resplendents. Hey, do you guys count young Tiki and adult Tiki together? Fundamentally, they're still the same character. They're just in, you know, different maturity levels. Anyways, there's so many Tikis in the entire game. Funny enough, they just re-released Summer Tikis art, so... Yep. You guys are gonna say no? Even in Awakening, you get like little glimpses of her younger self. You get little memories. She talks about Marth. Anyways. Yeah, that's the new hero. I don't know how to feel about it. It's so weird. I like Tiki, but I don't... Well, it's guaranteed money. This is what I think. Yep, this is another top tier armor hero. And a fairly popular one to boot. So, we'll see. Give me your thoughts. Just indifferent. This is the problem of doing things like this. You just make people indifferent. My waifu's the adult one, not the young one. Why? Is it because you don't want to go to jail? They have separate ballots in CYL. Come on, we know CYL ballot thing is bullshit. Remember, they separated all the heroes before. Remember? I don't hate the Brave Tiki outfit, but it does feel meh. Inspiration. Yeah, I mean, they're all meh.
I'm more so excited for what she brings to the table more than the unit, but like, yeah, I feel like the character in question is not exciting.
So here's the conundrum they have. Gmo, that's a good one to bring forward. Fire Emblem Heroes is so old at this point. Their conundrum is they either release characters that people have no friggin' clue who they are, and therefore have very little fanfare. Even when they release popular characters like the Black Knight, who are fundamentally meta-changing, they still don't do well in sales. And that's one of their better cases. So, the indifference plus power creep has made it really hard for them to sell characters. So, it puts them in a really bad position where if they take a swing at a character that no one has ever met, like a true mythic hero is a character you've never seen in any of the games, only mentioned because it's a myth, right? Those characters have almost no chance to do well. Almost no chance. And at this point, it's casual players of Fire Emblem playing Fire Emblem Heroes is the majority. Actually, the majority has never played a real Fire Emblem game ever. But so it puts them in a conundrum where if they want to guarantee money, this is the route they're gonna go with. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but it makes sense. I don't think it's gonna work anyways, though. We need a remake for FE4 and FE5. Hey guys, have we heard any more news about the new Fire Emblem game? When is it coming out? I was watching Father. Why am I watching it now? Hey Noodles. So how's the Orbs of Summon here? I'm not summoning here. By the way, I'm doing my summoning this weekend. I was gonna do it last weekend, but I got really tired and bored. Not bored. Tired and sad. The Canadian women's hockey team lost to American women's hockey team in the gold medal match. I was devastated. That was on Friday. Then on Sunday morning, the men's hockey team, the Canadian men's hockey team, lost to American men's hockey team in the gold medal match. Canada got silver twice in hockey. It is the worst day in Canadian history. Almost as bad as when Queen Elizabeth passed. It's bad. It's really bad. And you guys have made sure that I know it by DMing me and asking me on stream. Fuck you guys. Anyway, so we're in a state of mourning in Canada. Yeah. Oh fuck. This song. My ex-girlfriend sent me this song. What the fuck? Why is it on my playlist? It's almost like Nintendo has no faith in Fortune's Weave. What? They have a lot of faith. And they just don't have faith in Switch 2. The Switch 2 has issues. When my boss dropped a new, we getting a bunch of bundles and specials then? What? Pokemon Day is coming up. Okay. Is it that serious in Canada? Everyone's wearing black. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. All the flags are half-mast right now. Wait, let me show you guys. Where is it? Okay, I might have been kidding about a couple of things, but the flag at half-mast thing is not a joke. Let me show you guys. It's so funny. Bald eagle on half-mast Canadian flag in Vancouver is not the symbol I needed this morning. 3 days ago. What was 3 days ago? Oh, right. Losing. Losing was 3 days ago. People thought this was really funny and symbolic. Bald eagle came here because they can't stand down south. If it wasn't for Canada, American bald eagle would be extinct. The one in the photo came to mourn the loss. BC has more eagles than all the USA. Yeah, I mean, I lived in the British Columbia, so yeah, they were fairly common there. Anyways, it's just really funny that this is a thing. Is Mark Carney sad too? Nah, he's too busy to be sad. All right, let's play a bit of Faye. I'm gonna skip this song. I didn't think I'd be listening to this today. What the fuck? I'm not joking. What the fuck was that? That was cursed. Best province in Canada to live in? I would say it's Ontario or British Columbia. If you're in Alberta, you might be in like succession talk, like leaving Canada. If you're in Quebec, you'll have to be dealing with the clash of cultures. Like over there, you basically have to learn French. And the laws can go against you suddenly. It gets really complicated. How's Alberta? They're okay. Like, they have the best GDP ratio. They're probably the most wealthy Canadians. Do you know French? I learned a bit of French, but I was terrible at it. My French teacher begged me to drop the course because she was like, this is going to affect your ability to get into university. Because I really wanted to learn it, but I had a D in the course. So they were like, it's going to drag down your average. You can't keep this. All right, let's do this. Nova Scotia. Most people in the Atlantic provinces move into Ontario, Quebec. Employment there is kind of iffy. That's harsh. Yeah, I mean, usually you'd be ecstatic that a student wants to learn, right? Until you realize it might jeopardize their future. She did the right thing. It would have costed me my scholarship had I. It might surprise some of you guys to know that I was in fact a good student, but she was right. It would have cost me the scholarship. You can't just have A's and everything and a D, you know? Like, that doesn't work. If Trump destroys USA, I'll run to Canada. A lot of people have come over to Canada from the States in recent years. How many of you guys actually tried listening to the State of the Union? I'm not trying to be political, but I tried. I couldn't do it. It was just constantly bragging about how everything is perfect in America. But I don't have to live in America to know that's not true. Come on. The best economy, the smartest people, the bravest people, the most freedoms, like it's just saying everything and everything and everyone's clapping the entire time. It was just crazy to me. If I made connections to other historical leaders who have made crazy speeches and everyone just clapped, some of you guys would get offended, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's play a bit. You don't have free speech or guns, my bad. We don't! We have freedom of expression. I don't believe in free speech. I don't think people should be able to say whatever they want. There should be consequences. What do you mean, why? If I went to a school and I said, I have a bomb, and I don't have a bomb, and they call the bomb squad, the freedom of expression doesn't protect you for that. In America, most things, there's like a gray zone of things that in Canada would 100% get you in trouble with the law, but in America you can do it. Yeah, I mean, we recently had a school shooting, and it was like the second worst school shooting in Canada. And it's because we had 10 people pass away. And that was our second worst. And in America, that would just be like a Tuesday. Okay, well, that's exaggeration, but like, these things are so rare because guns are so rare. Anyways, I'm gonna get off these subjects. I'm not a political channel, but I like the way things are here. All right, let's see these things. I'm not trying to sell people there, it's just I think it's crazy. I think so many things are crazy. Alright, let's do Gris. I should probably build Gris. He's actually really good. You sometimes talk about politics. It's hard not to. Because let me put it this way. Like, Canadians don't want to be a part of so many things, but it gets forced onto us. You know what I mean? So, like the new tariffs, for example, we didn't ask for this. We didn't start this. We don't want to be a part of this. It's forced onto us. So, like, and then all of a sudden, every business in Canada is directly impacted. Like, we don't want to be political. But it's out of our hands. And you can't just be like, well, just ignore it. You can't ignore it because it affects you whether you want to or not. Yeah, and if you just cover your ears, for example, if I didn't pay attention to the news and politics, I would have just followed my heart and quit this job and start looking for a new job. But because I know it's such an uncertain, because of uncertainty thanks to tariffs and thanks to our neighbors down south, it would be absolutely foolish to quit your job right now and look for a new job. The uncertainty is causing a lot of companies to freeze their hirings. But again, like I don't want, we don't want to be a part of this. Why can't things just be like reasonable? That's, yeah, whatever. I'll get off the subject. Anyways, let's play some Fae, and then I barely got sleep last night. It's not gonna be a super long stream, but it would be nice to hang out with you guys for a while because it's been a while since we've done that. I like your galaxies to south have a war going on. Yeah. You know, as a Canadian, I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful, like, of this. I'm not trying to talk shit, but of all the countries on this continent, North America, I prefer here. I wouldn't want to be in like Cuba right now, for example, or a Dominican Republic. I'm not trying to name countries and say things are bad, but you know what I mean. And then right now in Mexico, they have to fight off. There's a war going on. It's largely done now, but it's I've seen some of the footage. People just setting fire to gas stations, gunning down, you know, Mexican military like soldiers. Like, what? That's insane. Not even Argentina or Uruguay. Well, I said North America, but okay. Don't talk about China. China number one. I try not to talk about China because if I did, you guys would be like, this guy's on the CCCP payroll. People don't know that like their younger generations in China are very pro-China. It's really hard for people to understand and believe that because they're just like, well, there's no democracy there. Yeah, and they don't care. You know, all the things going wrong that we perceive as wrong, the young generation don't even care about. Because they see things, well, they're living it. They experience things way differently than we do. And it's not because they're misguided or things. Like, even though, like, hey, schooling is really tough and whatnot, they come out with one of the best education systems. Their economy's booming. It's slowed down, to be clear. But every economy in the world slowed down. So they're in a relatively good position. Right? And then there's a lot of opportunities there. But like, you know, whatever. I'm gonna get out of the subject. But if you only ever like paid attention to news, you would just think everything there is terrible. In fact, you would think everything everywhere is terrible. You don't hear good news out of like other countries in general. Like, you would never hear good news about Russia or China, you know? News is meant to shape the way you think. So when you go out and vote, you support people, like, you're more inclined to support people that have, like, interests, political interests concerning these things. So when the government's like, hey, you know, Russia's evil, China's evil, or whatever country... And then you just go to your like experiences and knowledge and you're like, I don't know anything positive that happens there. All I hear is negative stuff. You're more likely to support it, you know? So. Anyways, fuck, we're too political tonight. Let me just get this guy up so we can do this stuff. We need you to say one thing. Taiwan is a country. The other day, I got Facebook was like, do you remember this moment with this girl? And it was this girl that back in like a middle school, she's from Taiwan. I made her say Taiwan is not a country. I screenshotted it, I posted it, and I said I made her do that because she wanted me to help her out for homework. And I thought it was so funny that you brought that up because it was just like Facebook was asking me, do you remember this moment? I was like, wow. As for the Taiwan thing, I don't know why the West is so worried. The way China is going about this is that they don't want a war. They're just gonna buy every politician and get the country to like eventually become pro-China and then have it be peaceful, peaceful reunion. Obviously that's corrupt as fuck, but you know, better than a war. Okay, I don't have any EXP stuff. Where do you find the biggest Canadian diaspora in the world? Isn't it in America? And like tons of Canadians in Florida. Like if you think about it, if it's a true democracy, you just have to win the populace over. And if you can't do that, you win the politicians over. And then they'll work in your interests. It's like America and Israel, right? Similar. Okay. I'll just put... I'd say it's better to be salt than go to war for your own country. You're making weird connections. That's not what I was saying at all. I was saying China's gonna avoid going to war. People realize they could have, like, invaded many times already. Actually, most people don't realize that. But they chose not to, because they realized a war would be disastrous. I'm not saying, like, from the perspective of Taiwan. I'm saying from the perspective of why there wouldn't be a war. Because it would... They would have to yield being, like, the world's #1, like, manufacturer. Like, there are so many things that would happen that would cripple them if they ever did. War is a waste of money, time, and human life and everything, really? Yup. I like, it always weirds me out that people don't realize you're being sold the idea of, like, dying for freedoms and whatever. Like, imagine if say in Ukraine, if the Russian soldiers didn't want to fight, the Ukrainian soldiers didn't want to fight. If they actually bought into that and they refused to fight, then it would force the political parties to, on both sides, to work out a peace. But because both sides are fighting as, like, you know, for patriotism, for freedom, for whatever reason, yeah. Then they'll fight. I think this is all we need. Just these 3 heroes. I don't have any XP or... Yeah. Oh, wait, no. I have to put Biofin. I was thinking, I was like, I don't remember. I was forgetting somebody. There you go. Now that works. Okay, let's do it. No, you said, wait, did you just say it's better to be a sellout than go to war for your own country? I said I didn't say that at all. So I did answer you. Because I didn't make that point. Because I wouldn't make that point. That's why I can only answer you based on what you said.
I offer my guidance. Where's the pain?
This is probably wrong. I have to get Gris up. Yep. Alright, what's a better place to level? Oh, man. Okay, let's do it. How about we do the Gris thing last, because it's the most boring thing. We have to do United Warfront and Your Time to Shine. I think I'm done with this, though. No, I'm not. Okay.
I'll do it.
As you say.
I smell sweets.
Let's go together.
You are certain.
Wait, I was dodging what?
Little nervous here.
Let's go together. Why not?
Certainly.
As you say.
All right, let's get this done. It's actually, this mode was fun at the start, but it's just whatever now. The one thing that weirds me out about Fire Emblem Heroes is that, like, everything loses the luster so quickly.
Consign them to oblivion.
They really need to, like, put a bigger effort into making, like, modes that would consistently be good.
Boo.
Consign them to
Close
oblivion.
your eyes.
Whoa! Holy shit! Really, Dimitri? You're that strong? Okay.
Let's go together.
This way?
Okay, whatever, man.
I'll do it.
Whoa! What the fuck? Why is everyone killing Edelgard?
Certainly. I smell sweets.
You are certain.
Okay, Edelgard, you have to leave. Edelgard can't do this. Fuck off. What is this? Okay,
Little nervous here.
not even
Consign
Zane.
them to oblivion.
This way?
I'm gonna just sit my butt here. That was bad. It's rough, man. It's rough out here.
I smell sweets.
Let's go together. Why not?
Certainly.
Welcome to my hell. Alright, let's get this done. What have you guys been playing?
Utterly shameless.
I think I finally have some spare time. This weekend, I want to start Slay the Princess. I'm probably only going to play one route, but I do want to play at least one route.
Little nervous here.
Minecraft? Wow, okay.
Let's go together.
What year is it? I don't know if we should even do this. We'll probably die. ZZZ? Neverness to Everness comes out in April. They let me sample the game. And it didn't run, so I didn't really get to. So I'll probably play that when it comes out in April. Enfield? I feel like I'm too... I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not going to be playing Enfield. I wanted to, but it doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Little nervous here.
Consign them to oblivion.
I smell sweets. Certainly.
As you say.
You should play non-gacha games, TVH. It would be a nice break. I have been trying to. I wonder what I want to do. Lately, my focus has been like all over the place. P3 reload? Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
With the candy.
Then I'll switch online. Maybe GeoGuessr would be a fun stream. We've already done GeoGuessr. I was sponsored by GeoGuessr, remember? Kirby Air Riders? Huh.
Close your eyes.
I think what I need to do is start with a small game.
I smell sweets.
You are certain.
Let's finish Dispatch. I'm getting close to finishing Dispatch. Might as well finish that first and then go from there. Oh my god. Edelgard, please survive something. Edelgard is so bad in this mode. Oh my god.
This way?
This man keeps wanting to play me with Tetrio.
Boo.
I'll do it.
I smell sweets.
Let's go together.
Play the OG Warriors. I guess on Switch 2 it'll now run better. A lot of people just playing ZZZ. You smell dispatched? That's a weird thing to say. Oh yeah! I want to watch some short movies with you guys. I want to be consistent on watching anime or movies with you guys every week. Okay, let's do it. We're finally there.
I'll do it.
Sigurd!
Little nervous here.
He can't reach us. The Sigurd I'm scared
Close
of.
your eyes.
The Sigurd I'm scared of is the one that teleports right on top of you.
Let's go together.
That one's not teleporting.
Boo.
Consign them to oblivion.
Little nervous here.
We should have the solution right here at Micaiah. By the way, my Micaiah's +5. Incredible, huh?
Why not?
Certainly.
I know she sucks now. It hurts me to say that, but
This way?
man, I'm looking forward to plus 10ing one of these old heroes that now suck. Hey, Tronic!
You are certain.
Let's go together.
I smell sweets. Little nervous here.
I'll do it.
That's right, he reaches. Oh, but we kill him! Oh my god, you suck, Sigurd! Oh, he was exact
As you
lethal.
say.
Man, Zane just kicking ass. YouTube chat lately? Yeah, my problem with YouTube chat is that people aren't saying enough things. Why? Is there something going on with YouTube chat? I don't know of anything. Why does this even matter anymore? We're done. Alright, we finished it. Easy. Now to do United Warfront. I don't think I'm picking up anybody from this. Binding Worlds, man. I don't know. Who's the best character to pick up from Binding Worlds, guys? I have several at this point, but I don't know who to pick up. Some chats are invisible? Is that true? Young Tana? At least we're not bots. Are you sure? I was trying to be funny. Gosh, sure, one character kept screaming, I smell sweets, so I decided, hey, it smells dispatch. Oh. I did not make that connection. I think they've now made it illegal to display YouTube chat on stream. What do you mean, legal to display YouTube chat on stream? Are you talking from Twitch's perspective? You know they were never going to enforce that, right? Do you guys remember I used to dual stream when I wasn't supposed to be dual streaming? It's always been like this. They say things and they never enforce it. Ads? Oh, an ad's running right now. Okay. Franklin, how are you doing? That's a short ad. Nice.
Expect greatness.
What do I do?
Certainly.
Doing amazing. That's great. It honestly feels like a Thursday or Friday. No, it feels like a Thursday. But it's only a Wednesday. How are you feeling? Tired? I went to bed at 6:30 a.m. last night. I feel like shit, but like... outside of that, pretty good.
We will win.
Ooh. Ooh, kill Lear right now. That's the Lear I know. That's the Lear I know. She does 0 damage.
Expect greatness. Certainly.
You play Faye today? I'll be playing a couple of games. I still gotta do my Azure lane pulls too. But yeah, I'm just taking it easy tonight.
Follow my example.
What's your expectations for the World Cup in a few months? I don't even think I can enjoy these things anymore. The World Cup reminds me that it's not for me. Guys, don't you feel like the world is not for you anymore? Let me explain myself. The World Cup This one is supposed to be reasonable for me to go to. Except it's not reasonable for me to go to. Let me show you guys. So for those who don't remember, World Cup will be in Canada, Mexico, and the United States, right? World Cup, Canada prices. So as I was saying, World Cup, Toronto. World Cup tickets in Toronto are expensive to begin with. Ontario's resale regulations don't help. So the reason why I brought this up was because I want to go. I want to support my country. Oh, sorry, cut it off. I want to go. I want to support my country. You know, go Canada, go. I don't know when we'll ever get a chance for this to be in Canada again. So what's the problem? The problem is you'll never get a ticket. Even though it's in your own country. Tickets on StubHub, a popular third-party reseller, have gone to as much as $80,000. It's currently over $2,000 at minimum. Like, I want to go. These things are rarely in your country, but it's not realistic. I don't have that much money. It was the same thing the Blue Jays run to the World Series. I wanted to go, but it wasn't realistic. So tickets are becoming a luxury good. Like, for soccer, it should be reasonable. So I'm just going to say this to answer your question of how I feel about the World Series, World Cup. I don't care. Because they clearly don't want me to care. Because they clearly don't want it to be even reasonable to even make a purchase. So, even though, you know, it's in Toronto, I still can't go. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's called greed. It's the same thing with gaming, right? Gaming is now so expensive, you're being priced out of it. Tickets are hard to get, expensive. Exactly. It just feels like none of these things are meant for me anymore, you know? With every year passing, prices are forever getting higher. At some point, just living will be expensive. You know, one stream, we looked up how expensive is it to die. Because it's just like, if living's too expensive, why don't we just not live anymore? It turns out dying is also expensive.
Well, what should I do?
Welcome to the real world.
Right there?
You're not allowed to do anything.
I got this.
This is a gotcha game? Yes.
Careful.
Aha! I will hide in shadow. I can do it.
But that's why it's so wild.
Well,
Uh-oh. Ninja Goveg? Oh my god, she dies. Frig. Concert tickets as well? I haven't been to a concert for like decade. It's so long
on
now.
my way.
Careful.
Whoa, hold on. I've gone to concerts at conventions. There you go. Outside of that, though, no. It's been forever.
Well,
Our family wanted to buy us a decent coffin. Spoiler, it's too expensive. Like, what the hell? Yeah, okay.
righty ho.
I read today that some girl teacher from China started a coffin business in Europe, and I thought that was so cool. She now pulls in $6 million annually, USD.
Well, aha! What should I do? I can do it. Aha!
Doesn't it feel funny that even dying is too expensive? It's always going to be a business, but like, that's just funny.
This will be fun.
Business is good. A lot of old people in Europe passing away.
Righty-ho!
How do you compare this to other FE games? This is barely a Fire Emblem game. Other FE games are generally better. This is... Guys, can you imagine showing Fire Emblem Heroes to a real Fire Emblem player in 2026? You would have to be like, hey, welcome to Fire Emblem Heroes. It looks like it's simplified, except... Here, this is the weapon skill. You gotta remember that. Also, here are its, well, I guess Warrior's Blow's not so bad. Here's all the stuff you have to keep in mind. Oh, and when it says you're gonna hit 99 damage and you die because it's actually 0 damage, oh yeah, that's normal. It's not a bug. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't even know how I would explain this to to people in this day and age. People dying just means you can take their job. Wow, that's sad.
Imagine showing this to somebody who just started getting into the Feast series. Then they'll play the actual game and we'll be like, where's the other stuff this weapon is supposed to do? Whoa.
Imagine if you're a Fire Emblem Heroes player starting your first Fire Emblem game, you're like, why is this map so big? Why are these characters talking? What is this? Is this a voice? No, it would be so funny if they started like 3 houses and the characters... Remember, in Fire Emblem Heroes, they say like 5 sentences max, right, in between like chapters, and then you have an actual narrative, an actual story. They'll be so confused, like, there's a story? You know, like, what the heck?
Let's do this.
Which target?
One commentator I followed told me that Fae and FGO are 2 of the most predatory games in gacha industry. I disagree with FGO, but I agree with Fae. Fae is literally the only gacha game I have played throughout all these years where I have never ever gotten closer to my goals. Like in the first year of Fire Emblem Heroes, I've already basically in my first year of playing Fire Emblem Heroes, I've basically accomplished everything I was ever going to accomplish in Fire Emblem Heroes. Which is weird, right? Because you're supposed to be building up to something. But because of the power creep, every time I plus 10 a hero, within a year, they're useless. But because I'm not opening up my wallet and buying heroes over and over again, with every year, I get further and further away from my goals.
We'll give it a shot.
So, in my opinion, obviously that's predatory.
Where would she go?
A dilemma indeed. I'll clear a path.
I cannot lose.
Is Alphonse in this game? I love that guy. What are you saying? The only gacha game where having a goal is just asking for pain. Yeah, exactly.
Where would she go?
It's not to say the game's entirely bad. It's just they could have been much better had they not shot themselves in the foot. Power creep's inevitability in gacha games, but you don't make it like 2 months, 3 months. That's completely abnormal.
Which target?
Referring to Kiro's like Snake Girl, who released in back-to-back months, or him Dollar releasing in back-to-back months. Like, that doesn't make any sense to do stuff like that. Referring to Karen's being released within 3 months, 4 months, like no, that doesn't make any sense.
I'll clear a path.
Leave it to me.
The gacha system is still better in FGO because holy cheese, it's atrocious. But Koga, Don't you realize FGO's better in every other way? Sure, you can say phase pull system is better, but which game has the better story? Which game has the better characters? Better events? Which game is more culturally relevant? Has extended media? You know where I'm going with this? And it's not like old characters are just useless. I still remember back in the day, they were like, you can use all these free-to-play characters to farm this map, to beat the story boss. Like, yeah, okay, you know? I know people really care about, you know, the gacha elements of these games, but I always said this: if what draws you to a gacha game is just a gacha, it's the wrong game.
Stay alive, Bernie.
If you guys remember in year one, I didn't really care about the rates in gacha games because your core gameplay shouldn't be the gacha, you know?
Leave it to me.
What now?
I see.
Yeah, sure I can.
What now?
I'm only complaining about gacha and FGO. Everything else is just outclassed. There you go. As long as we're like, oh god. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Felix won that? What the hell? What? This is what I mean, guys. I thought he was gonna get extra action. No, he's just gonna kill everybody by himself. That's what's gonna happen. What the shit, Felix? Yeah, you guys remember PM1's old content where he used to do free-to-play heroes to do maps? Man. That's just another generation, man.
I said I can do it.
At the time, if you can't summon the heroes that you want, you might as well watch a YouTube video on the story instead of playing it. Knight probably has his favorite fake characters lost in his closet because of power creep. Yeah! You guys can see we have like Bernie emotes, Nino emotes. There even was one for Hannah, I think. Or we were supposed to do one for Hannah, but I gave up on it. Because those characters I used to use in year one, they're all gone.
Yes.
Certain Fae whale conquerors were speaking in summoning sessions about the game summoning, saying it was the most fun part. Ew. Oh god. The best part of Fae is the summoning. That's how you know that you've lost the sauce. Oh god. The best part of a game should be the game.
I wouldn't even say the gacha system in this game is better. The pity rate up system is designed with the idea that you need 11 copies to max out, and there is only one hard pity of 40 summon spark. Compared to Genshin, which requires 7 copies, and while there isn't really a pity rate up, you have spark every 180 pulls.
Well, what I've been trying to say is we're so focused on the gacha part. Even if I could never pull again in, say, Genshin, it would still be a good time, right? New mini games being released, a lot of fun. Their challenge maps are actually challenges with new rules and everything, you know, fairly fun. Imaginary Theater. Their new events, like Lantern Rite, which we almost played all of it last weekend, like, was really fun. I like the new characters, it's fully voice acted, like, that was really cool. So even if they didn't have gacha, I wouldn't have cared.
Where?
I will do it.
I said I can do it.
Is anyone hurt?
Don't you have to buy the Fae Pass to get the spark? Generally speaking, to get all the possible sparks, yes. I'm dead.
Give me an order.
Look, I'm not trying to shit talk this game, so I'm gonna get off the subject, but God damn, man. The best part of a gacha game can't be the gacha. It shouldn't be the game elements.
Very well. It is my honor.
Where?
It's just weird to me when people forget that.
What you need?
Let us advance. Show me the way.
Give me an order.
Yes! I said I can do it. Where?
The things she says are so funny. Oh my gosh, guys, do you want to watch a Dragale Lost video that Psyche did? He made a video on the EOS of Dragale Lost, and I've been wanting to watch it.
You Naka here.
I still can't believe.
Is anyone hurt?
I still can't believe that Dragale Lost died. God, hey, it was Big Bananas all along. Get him, He was the one knocking.
Yes!
I will do it.
You think you're funny?
I said I can do it.
They end up seeing fictional characters as real people while the VAs behind them are not seen as real. The amount of people on Twitter cancel the English VAs just because some things are as stupid as crack ships or whatnot. Oh, jeez.
What you need?
Why do people even ask for this?
Very well.
Why do people ask for people online to be perfect when they're not remotely perfect themselves?
Yes. Give me an order.
I always think it's weird when you have such double standards, you know?
It is my honor.
Damn, we can't touch him.
Let us advance.
I don't remember what she does.
I will do it.
I said I can do it.
People attacking VA? Yeah, that's a straight up mental illness, man.
You Naka here.
Let us advance.
What you need?
Show me the way. It is my honor. Let us advance.
Oh my god, we actually kill. Oh my gosh, Diamant, you're so fucking scary.
Is anyone hurt? Very well.
Good night,
I will
Chiku.
do. Let us advance.
Ugh, why are you making me stretch?
Show me the way.
Yeah, no, the online... How people are online, just... It's crazy to me. Alright, we got it done! You guys want to watch the Dragale Lost thing? I genuinely am curious. I'm gonna be clear on this stuff. Like, I understand where these people are coming from, but they gotta understand, like... people have to, like, just learn to let things go, you know? You can't have it your way, and you can't force people to, like, agree with you. And so, if things don't line up, they don't line up. Let it go. It's just... The saddest part is these people think they're doing the right thing. It never even occurs to them that they're being terrible people. They're doing the wrong thing, that they're ruining things for other people. That they can't... Oh shit, we got Priscilla. I'll watch, but only if you stop playing Faye. Wow! Okay. Chris kind of hot. I know you like him. All right, let's do the Dragalia Lost thing. Let's find out why Dragalia Lost died. Or about its EOS. I also don't know how people do this stuff. Like, sure, there are content creators I don't like, voice actors that I didn't like, but I would never, like... One, I would never find the time to do such a thing, but two, like... Sorry, one, I don't have the malice in my heart to go that far, but two, like, I don't have the time to do these things. You know what I mean? Like, who does these things? How do they even... I've been seeing an increase in actual new Fire Emblem players. Apparently some of the Smash players who hated FE have gone back and tried 3 houses and loved it. Well, it was that or Engage. Okay, let me start the video. I think the Dragalia thing was just Intel and their stuff. Well, we're about to find out. There's no need to rush it. Hey guys, we're gonna check out Psyche's video on end of service for Dragalia Lost. I think a lot of you guys know this one's close to heart. I was there when they first did their teaser for Dragalia Lost years ago. My reaction to that and stream VOD is still up. I was so excited about it. I played Dragalia Lost all the way until the end. And while I wasn't a super serious player, and certainly didn't spend anything because my model was to be free to play and everything back then, I've thoroughly enjoyed the game because it gave me the story that I could never find in Fire Emblem Heroes. It gave me characters I cared about. To this day, I still have Mim as my wallpaper on my tablet. It's such a shame that this failed. Such a shame. Anyways, I still have so many memories from the game. And it still has the best Fire Emblem Heroes characters of all time. With the best story and best characterization, best interactions. Even though it's not Fire Emblem Heroes. Anyways, let's just check it out from Psyche.
It's often said that there are 2 types of deaths. The first is when you physically pass away, and the second type is when your name gets spoken for the last time before you're forgotten. It's often said that there are 2 types of deaths.
Oh my gosh.
The first is when you physically
Is this the
pass
start of the
away,
game?
and the second type is when your name gets spoken for the last time
I
before
remember
you're
this.
forgotten about forever. I wonder if the same concept can apply to online media. When a live service game shuts down, that's it. The game ceases to be relevant. There will be no one that will be joining
People
the player
did talk
base,
about
and the
private
player base
servers
that
for
did
Dragalia
play the
Lost.
game will slowly dwindle
Oh
out
my gosh,
and
you remember the
find
clear
nothing
screen?
interesting. No one can access the game, nor would
Frickin'
anyone have a reason
Ranzel.
to. It effectively
Harley.
becomes lost media.
I actually
There will be
liked
no
Harley.
marketing being pushed, and even the existing players of the game can't
trials.
spread the word to get other players to start playing.
God damn, the
Sure, some of
memories.
them were just
I'm
innately
sorry I'm
bad
talking
games that
so
didn't know
much.
how to handle things
Memory
properly.
lane.
I would have loved to sit down and take my time digesting the story and the world it presented. Currently, there are no mandates about game preservation of an online game, so unless an
Yep.
offline version exists from the goodwill of its
The
developers,
trials.
all the stories, the character designs, the music, and the community surrounding
all
it
gone.
will be lost.
Yeah.
Speaking of lost, I
Windworm!
stumbled upon something interesting the other day. I was researching the topics on how Persona 5 keeps killing gacha games, and I found this post
Oh
that
yeah,
details a
Dragalia Lost did have a collab with Persona 5. That was hilarious. And they did have collabs, which is super cool.
method to install an unofficial offline version of a gacha game that shut down years ago. Dragalia Lost.
That's
I've
true.
always had this title
Yep.
in the back of my mind because, and what's this? Dragalia Lost? Must be pretty unimportant if I've never heard of it, if you know what I mean. Dragalia Lost was a mobile gacha
Oh, the very. Oh my gosh. Cuckoo? Kaka! Oh my god, I forgot our summoning cry. My summoning videos are still on my YouTube channel for Dragalia Lost.
game co-developed by Cygames and Nintendo, and was Big N's first planned major
Cygames
mobile
is so
project.
good
Very
at everything they
fascinating
do.
duo
How did this
indeed.
flop?
Not exactly what I thought of when thinking of the ventures Nintendo would choose to go down. As to what extent each party worked on what portions of the game, I'm not too sure.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
the
think
king
it's
got
fair
possessed.
to assume to attribute both the successes and failures of the game to both parties equally. The game launched in September 20.
No. I'm putting this squarely on Nintendo. I think Cygames, because the main developer was from Cygames, they did their best. And you guys used to see him because when we had the Dragalia Lost programs, he was the one presenting it.
2018 and was
Well, he would have a
discontinued in
segment of
November
presentation.
2022, lasting just over 4 years.
That
You
was
might be
4 years ago. It only lasted 4 years, and it was 4 years ago. Oh my god, it's been as... Actually, it's longer now. It's been gone longer than it existed at this point. God damn, time flies.
thinking, well, why on earth are you making an end-of-service video on it now? How are you even getting your hands on the game anyways? Long story short, you can follow these instructions on how to install the game on Apple or Android devices. While I've seen some reports that people have gotten it running on an emulator, they ran into stability issues.
I'm
So I
glad
just
they
played it safe and
Psyche
installed it on
covered
my
that,
tablet.
'cause
Plus,
Nintendo's
I heard
super
that when the
crazy.
game was live, emulators were forbidden.
Oh, I used to joke about eating drakes. Wait, it wasn't a joke. I would like to eat a drake.
I don't know why, but maybe Nintendo's just being overprotective of their property. There's a vanilla and modded version of the game, but I just ran the original for a week to see what it's like. Since the game was published by Big N, let's just all be cool and not tell them that this version of the game exists. I've heard a lot of things about the game. While I personally haven't gotten into gacha games back then,
Can you believe
it
this is
seems the
8
game
years
had
old?
a lot of buzz as people shared their fond memories of it being their first ever.
Yeah, so 8-year-old game with online multiplayer was insane. For a mobile game, a gacha game. Oh my gosh, they were so far ahead of their time. And to this day, I don't really think there's a game like this. No, seriously, I don't think there's a game like this on the gacha market.
The gacha game, where how certain events were just being in the game
Not at this
world made
quality.
it an unforgettable experience. My name is Psyche, and being 3 years late to the party after it's over, I wanted to take a brief look for myself to see if the sentiments surrounding Dragalia Lost had any truth to it. Here's how the beginning portions of the story goes. In Dragalia Lost, you are the prince of a kingdom called Alberia, and the king says that the shard that's warding off evils from the kingdom is weakening, and a new one must be found. You're ordered to form a pact with a dragon to gain powerful abilities in aiding your journey in finding a replacement. In return, the king
Oh my gosh, that's right, they had animations too. Oh god.
says that you will have the throne in the line of succession if you succeed. There was an option to just skip forward past chapter 10 of the main campaign, which I didn't do.
I don't remember
so I
that.
kinda just stuck around to
'Cause
see
I-
how
we
the story
played through
played
it.
out. For a bit of disclaimer, I believe the game did conclude before the game shut down, except I'm not
It did, but it was a rushed ending. And it was still epic. But they cut it down way more than they wanted to. Also, do you guys remember for like an entire year, maybe it wasn't a year, but it was a very long time, they wouldn't accept any more purchases and they would still work to finish the game. It was insane. I had never seen developers do that. In the West, once a game is no longer profitable, they pull the plug, servers are offline, everything's gone. Development stops immediately. Just look at Highguard. They gave up in less than a month. It was like 3 weeks. Cygames said, hey, we're not even going to take money, but we're going to see it through for the players. That, I have never, in the West especially, seen a company be so respectable to its player base. They weren't like pissed off at them for not spending more money. They were gracious about it, and they were thankful for the players, even though objectively at that point they were a financial failure, but they still took the time, resources, and money to see it through. That was insane to me.
not going to spend that much time exploring the lore of this game for the sake of one video. but I have heard people say that the story was pretty good.
It's not just
The
high
visual
guard.
novel
I just
segments
gave
are
a recent
unvoiced,
example.
But when the game does a cutscene with its chibi
Tons of games
avatars,
are like
then
that.
these portions are voiced. I played through the first couple
Yeah,
chapters
this was so
just to see how
cool.
it handles characters.
This is so cool. This is still better than a lot of gacha games to this day. The fact that it was animated and voice acted. Now, it's not all like this, but oh man. Oh, but the voice acting. It was predominantly voice acted for major events.
And world building, and it's actually pretty good. There was
Yep.
a twist where an imposter version of the king shows up when you retrieve the shard and take your sister captive. And
I
then
wanted to make the incest... Especially when we got Dark Zethia, the incest route was... Oh my gosh, I wanted to make that happen.
you're branded as a traitor by your own kingdom, so you have to gather allies
friggin'
nearby to
Leaf.
clear your name. It's a very simple premise, but it's straight to the point. It doesn't try to make it deeper than it is by throwing these abstract concepts at you.
Is that
Anyways,
Luca?
how's
I
the
forgot.
gameplay?
It's been a while.
Well, you'll assemble a party of 4 members, all equipped with a weapon and dragon slots. There are different elements in the game that will deal more damage if you match it right. You can also choose to play solo or in co-op, as you only have control of one character at a time. Unfortunately, unless the offline server consistently gets new players, you're going to be waiting in queue indefinitely, so it's better to just go solo.
Yeah,
Loading into the stage,
someone
you'll
to play with
notice that
anyways.
there's no joystick or attack button on the screen, and that's
It was
due to the game
ground
having
up
a
for mobile.
one-handed control scheme.
Yep.
Drag your finger in the direction you want the character to move in.
Ground
and
up
tap
for the
screen
mobile
when
is
you
super
want them
cool.
to attack. Swipe in the direction to evade any enemy attacks.
This was
When your
done so
energy
well.
gauge is filled, you can transform into the dragon you slotted for that team member. You
Yeah.
cannot use both hands at once to move and attack at the same time, because the game will only take one control
input.
prompt at a time.
Yep.
Here's an interesting bit of trivia about the controls back then. When the game launched at around the same time, Nintendo filed multiple patent infringement lawsuits against another mobile RPG.
Typical Nintendo. I swear they have more lawsuits than games. I swear they have more lawyers than devs at this point.
game called White Cat Project, claiming that they used patented control schemes in their game. Obviously, fans
They
of
lost.
adjacent
Please
communities
lose.
didn't like that, with a hashtag to never forgive Nintendo becoming trending online.
Yeah,
Fast
don't.
forward to 2021,
Don't forgive
the
them.
lawsuit was eventually settled.
They lose. Please lose.
With Colopol, the developer for White Cat Project, to pay a 30 million fee.
What? Oh my god. No. You can't patent controls. What? Nintendo won? $30 million? This would kill a company. Oh my god. You're the worst. I hate this company.
Changed the control schemes in their game and an agreement to pay for further licenses in order to use the same patented frameworks. While I'm not sure if Dragalia lost its control,
$30 million
the same control
for
schemes,
using this
given that
control
they do
scheme?
feel extreme-
I don't even think they copied this. This is just a natural, intuitive control scheme. Oh my god.
extremely similar, this was enough to make
Hey, by the way, does that $30 million goes to money earned by Dragalia loss?
some players boycott the game. The Big N bullying smaller devs into submissions?
Yep.
In other news, the sky is blue.
Exactly.
Anyways, your party members will automatically attack and defend themselves. If you want, you may switch which character is on field under your control by tapping on the portrait here. There's also a bit of exploration you can do in these levels, where going a bit off the beaten path might reward you with some extra goodies. The main campaign contains segments with only story cutscenes or with gameplay content, usually with a boss fight at the end. You can just let the game auto-battle it for you though, so if you want to do some generic farming, you can just get away with going AFK. When you're in co-op, of course, everyone
This
will
is
take
very
control of their
playable.
own
I like
character.
that it had
Now you
auto
might be
battles.
wondering, these graphics look kind of dated, considering
Oh, Prometheus. I had him. I think I had Max.
I was running on the max settings. Well, to be fair, this game first came out in 2018. And
No.
this was just kind of what mobile games were expected to look like back then.
It
Genshin
looks
Impact
good.
did shake the market of quite a bit 2
Yeah.
years later, and
In
it's
2020.
just due to the gacha scene having a lot more games with actual console level quality.
Yeah,
the
nowadays
jagged and
it is
simplified
fully
presentation
console
looks
quality.
kind of bad in comparison. Although I have to give credit
What
to
are you
the team
talking
that
about? It looks
composed
good.
The music.
It looks
Every song
good.
felt like it had its own flair.
Dockle.
And it's a
Do you guys
massive
remember?
shame that unless you specifically look for the soundtrack, no one will really discover these tracks on their own. Doing the main campaign
I
and your usual farming
still play
stages
some
will
of
yield
Dragalia Lost
materials.
music on
You'll
stream
spend
once in a
stamina
while.
doing them. There's a base building mode where you can plop down structures and upgrade them to either increase your passive generation of materials or provide boosts.
This was
to
just
your
a
party.
normal
How they
mobile
handle the
game
weapon
stuff back
system,
in the
though,
day.
is kind of unique. There's no weapon banner type in the game, though the dragons are lumped together with the characters in the gacha instead. You gather these materials to craft the different types of weapons, and upon fully upgrading the previous one, the next weapon in the list gets unlocked. And then
Oh
you can
my
craft that one.
gosh. You remember
I did
this,
see a way
guys?
to dupe the weapon up to 4 times so that multiple units on the team can equip the same weapon. Guessing there's no point going past 4 since there can only be 4 members in your team. You
Yep.
can upgrade the dragons using their respective currencies, and there's another progression system where you
Yep,
can spend
remember
these
this?
orbs for more stat boosts and additional abilities for your
Gosh.
character. Pulling dupes of dragons allows you to unbind them, effectively the same as limit breaking. Though, just like a lot of other Psy Games titles, it will increase their level cap.
There's also a comprehensive system for bonding with the dragons, and if you raise that bond, the duration when you're in dragon mode increases. After fully upgrading the mana ring for a character, then you unlock their character's story as well as the ability to unbind them. Basically the same deal as limit breaks. Just like some other Psy Games titles, like Princess Connect, you are allowed to sweep stages after beating it once, but it requires a skip ticket. Luckily, it seems that the offline version just hands out an infinite amount of these, and some upgrades are instant when it's supposed to take real-life time to complete. So what does the gacha system look like? Well, I'm not too sure about the free-to-play income since the game isn't live anymore, but I can go through the rates and give my general impressions. According to the current
Well, we all know the answer to this. It was so generous you never had to spend money to max out any character you wanted.
version of the game, the rate for a 5-star character is 5%, so it is on the higher end.
Yep.
In classic Psy Games fashion,
Very
there's
high.
a 300 pull spark pity that doesn't carry over, but depending on if you used free or paid currency, you actually get more mileage that counts towards the spark.
This game also does one of those things where when you start the pull animation, it's possible that you don't see a rainbow indicating you got a 5-star.
And it
But
flips.
a pull will suddenly turn into an SSR for inducing that maximum dopamine rush.
My
seen
gosh,
this happen-
the pull system was the best. It was so dynamic. There were so many ways it could flip. Even though the rates are the same thing, the fact that they had so many pull variants was just made it so much more fun. Gotcha games like Fire Emblem Heroes only has 2 pull variants. It's just stupid.
And in World Flipper, as well as Fate Grand
Yeah,
Order.
yeah,
It
sparking.
feels like it's only Japanese gacha games that do this, but I
Yep.
thought it was a cool little detail. Every pull is 100 units of this gem currency, so a multi is 1,000, an oddly round number. From what I heard, the game was generous enough that you could get a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
free
Princess
stuff.
Connect!
Obviously, I can't look at the cash shop since it's all gone. Now, I don't have the emotional connections with the game when it was live, but I can take a guess on why, despite being quite small in its scale, the game was praised by a lot of people. For one, the atmosphere of just being in the game feels great. The main menu screen shows the leader for your assigned team walking down a dirt path, while the units
everyone
that you
just
pull from
grooving.
the gacha greet you with their unique dialogue. The scene changes, and you see the other characters in your
This
roster
is Psy
interacting
Games
with each other.
at their best.
I'm willing to guess it was more of Psy Games that implemented this feature.
Exactly.
As they've always had a good sense of world building, where the in-game characters actually
was not
interact
Nintendo,
with one
guys.
another,
We
and
know
not
that.
just feel like NPCs that only talk with the player. The other reason is that the game just feels incredibly easy to play if you're a non-spender. The rates are unusually high for a gacha game, so you
Psy
can
Games.
realistically get a good chunk of the characters.
Oh, Soki!
Throughout the time when the game was live, it certainly saw a decent bit of success, though that wouldn't really last into the later years leading up to the shutdown. While I don't think I can explain much of the dissatisfaction some people may have had with the game, I can take a few guesses.
Basically, in the first 2 years, the game earned 90% of all the money it was ever going to earn. You think I'm kidding? Look it up. It's true. It's ridiculous. In just 2 years, they pulled over 100 mil, and in the rest, basically nothing.
So based on my understanding, the late game content when the game was live involved you having to join co-op lobbies to beat powerful bosses. Now, as a gacha game, or I guess as a video game overall, this already runs
my
into a slight
gosh.
problem. If it's something that people should know about gaming as a whole, it's that the more hardcore the game gets, the more toxic and elitist the fanbase tends to become. The vast majority of gamers are casuals. Most have jobs and other responsibilities and can't afford to spend hours every day with high-intensity.
Hold on. Well, my perspective is very different. As a streamer, tons of really good players would carry me without a worry because, they would just want to hang out with you. But I don't think that's true. Once you were in a community, people just enjoyed the game for the game. So they wouldn't be like, oh, you're not doing enough damage, get out of this party. But I've heard of that. It's just, it wasn't necessarily the norm.
Gameplay. That's not to say that the market for hardcore fans doesn't exist. It's just that it may not be big enough to sustain an audience that can fund the game if it's a live service. It's always to a gacha game's interests to appeal to a mostly casual audience.
True.
Now don't get me wrong, I love a challenge once in a while. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is one of my favorite games of all time. There's nothing wrong with wanting a hard game. It's that in the mobile game market, you very rarely see games that's geared towards a hardcore audience that remain successful. A lot of gacha
that's
games
true.
put repeatable difficult content as optional dungeons that you
Yeah.
can run with a little bit of extra rewards. But that's basically
what
it.
game is
if
this?
the long-term retention method involves having to group up with other players that require actual coordination and strategic planning, it might just be enough for some to think it's not worth the trouble. Since if one player isn't contributing enough,
I don't
it
think
can
this
come
was the
off as
problem.
they're just freeloading
No,
off
I
their
don't-
work.
well,
And
yes, but
especially if you didn't
no.
achieve the win or the outcome you wanted, it doesn't leave behind a good feeling. If you take a look at the scene today, most co-op content in gacha games are either extremely low stakes or in casual mini-games where it's just for fun. I'm
Yeah.
not sure to what extent this bothers players, but it's just something I wanted to bring up.
Okay, he's a bit off base there. It's true. It probably did bother some people, but that wasn't the problem. No, most people were happy with the game. The quality was there. The problem was the game wasn't earning any money.
Alright, so which one of the two parties signed off the death warrant for the game
Nintendo.
and wanted to shut it down? I took a look at some sources, though I couldn't find any concrete reasons why it was shut down or who made the call. But I do have my own opinions about
I think
this.
it's Nintendo.
Okay, what I'm about to say might sound like treason to the original Dragalia Lost players, but why are some people solely blaming Nintendo for the shutdown?
I blame Nintendo. Let it be known. I blame Nintendo. I have never ever doubted it was Nintendo's fault. In fact, Nintendo doesn't get blamed enough for things. If there's a meteor coming down to destroy the Earth in like the next 10 years, it's Nintendo's fault. I just want to make that clear.
As if Cygames was somehow absolved of all sins. As a co-developed game where both parties had parts to play in the project, I just find it a little weird that without conclusive evidence, people would entirely shift the blame on the big N. I know a lot of people don't like Nintendo and want to pin them as a convenient scapegoat of shutting down a game they
No,
once
not a
enjoyed,
scapegoat.
except
They've closed every other mobile game. Hold on. It's only Farm Heroes left. Everything else is gone. They're all dead. It's Nintendo's fault. Come on. You made this video in 2026. The proof is there.
I don't think there's a clear-cut argument that Cygames' hands were entirely clean too. What's to say that since the
Okay.
game wasn't pulling in the numbers they wanted to see, they collectively agreed that it's a better use of
Mario Kart Mobile does not get new content. It's being reran indefinitely in a loop.
both companies' time to work on their other projects. Cygames had Grand Blue Fantasy and World Flipper, both having aged a bit at that point but still running at the time. There's Princess Connect and Shadowverse, both
Oh shit, some of these are gone. He's right. World Flipper's gone, and Princess Connect NA is gone.
very lucrative titles. Let's also not forget, Uma Musume launched 1 year prior when Dragalia Lost
Cygames
shut
is
down,
absolutely
and
goated.
that game
Even when it
hit the
was
ground
dying, they
running,
finished
quite
Dragalia.
figuratively
Yep.
A bit
and
irrelevant,
literally,
but it makes what
amassing
happened to
almost
Precon
$1
hurt
billion
more.
Exactly.
in
Cygames
revenue in
giving
the
full
first
publisher
10
rights
months.
to Crunchyroll for that one made it so it died very young.
Well, Crunchyroll can't do anything right. Shouts to Crunchyroll, raising their prices next month, I think. They're stupid. As for this, I don't like this argument because if you look at the director of Dragalia Lost, I don't think he's with Cygames anymore. I think right after this, he was gone. And I was really surprised by that because I thought he did such a magnificent job.
It was live according to Sensor Tower, despite only being available in Japan. It just made more sense to put more effort into pushing new
It
content
does,
and updates
but
to
I
that
don't think
instead,
everyone
since the numbers Dragalia
stayed.
Lost was pulling in looked abysmal in comparison. I think it's completely possible that Cygames nodded alongside and
I think Cygames wasn't like I think Dragalia Lost as a whole wasn't even making like $10 million a year. I think the talk was less like 5. It was some crazily low number. And you got to remember, because it was a dual partnership, no one company got to keep all the you don't keep all the revenues anyways, but the profits were split as well. It was just, of course, it was basically pulling in nothing. They might have even been losing money to run the game at that point.
Nintendo in agreement that it's a smarter business plan to just cut ties with this sinking ship and divert their manpower to other games that they own that show more potential. So no, despite the overwhelmingly positive sentiments of the company, I don't think Cygames is infallible. They've had a few misses here and there.
Yes.
In fact, according to this article from Anime News Network, at one point, Nintendo wanted to tone down the microtransactions in the game, and the rep from Cygames' parent company, Cyber Agent, actually pointed the finger at Nintendo for not making enough revenue.
I need to go back to that. I would like to be clear on this. I believe it. Nintendo doesn't know how to monetize correctly. Just look at Fire Emblem Heroes. Their idea of monetizing is power creep the shit out of everything, so people have to keep pulling. That doesn't work. Cygames knows what they're doing. They know how to generate profits sustainably. So I'm pretty sure at the start this happened, but later on, they clearly needed to let Cygames just do their thing, and they didn't do it.
And Nintendo for not making enough revenue. Apparently, players show some dissatisfaction of how the in-game cash shop was handled, since the packs were just not enticing enough for a good chunk of the players.
No, they
all in all,
weren't.
if you ask me, I think the reason for the shutdown was due to a combination of losing traction, both revenue and player base-wise, the questionable late-game co-op content, lack of marketing for the game, and both companies collectively agreed that it was just a better use of their time to focus on other ventures. But who am I kidding? It was killed by Persona 5. Anyways, it's also a little weird that they just never did anything with the IP after this was all over.
So the funny thing was, for those who played Dragalia Lost, you remember Cygames' earlier IPs, they would have characters from those games come into Dragalia Lost. It's very funny that Psyche's bringing this up, because that's a thing Cygames does. Why didn't they do it for Dragalia Lost?
Ever since the game shut down, there has been nothing regarding how this IP will be handled going forward.
Oh, right, because Nintendo's part of this. They can't use it without paying Nintendo. Damn it, Nintendo, it's all your fault.
It probably had a chance of a revival if they made a spin-off single-player game version, or just made the offline servers an official thing. Another Eden did this quite well, where they're releasing a single-player version of the gacha game when it eventually does end.
Yeah, the fake collab is really
gacha games
good.
aren't typically known for preserving its content when it shuts down. So all of its character designs, stories, music,
Chloe.
and world building are lost to time. Luckily, its community is one of the few that has taken the time to at least preserve the experience by making an offline version. If you really wanted to relive the best moments of the game, or even get started on it, you still can today. It goes to show that you can have the best idea when it comes to designing the atmosphere or the characters, except if any part of the game doesn't have a strong hook to maintain players, then all that effort might just be gone. It's honestly a shame that a lot of people won't get to witness the story or hear the music while in-game, but at least you can see most of it if you look online. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this brief peek at possibly one of the most notable forgotten gems gacha games have had. Let me know if you once played Dragalia Lost or what you thought about it. If you want to see more gacha related content, subscribe to the channel. You can support for what I do for as little as $2 a month on Patreon. As always, thank you for watching, be sure to spend moderately, and have fun out there.
That was very well done by Psyche. He covered just about everything. I didn't really disagree with him, I want to be clear. Good job, Psyche. Oh, man. This is just sore spot, man. If you read this, this one is gonna hurt, yeah. A lot of us didn't want it to ever go down. To fail. But it did. I know he said it wasn't all Nintendo's fault and that Cygames was part of it, but I think we all know, given how we saw Nintendo Mobile handle all their gacha games and all their mobile games, nah, Nintendo just doesn't do a good job in these things in general. If you guys remember, this is why I even have a YouTube channel, because one day the gacha games will be gone and all you have are these memories. Look at me from back in the day, checking out the Mega Man event 6 years ago. 7 years ago, first time watching Dragalia Lost release. Oh my gosh. This is so long ago, holy shit. Yeah, I used to make content for Dragalia Lost. I miss it. They did a great job. Well, yeah, we even had a podcast back in the day and we talked about it. Oh, man. Memory lanes, man. Just remembering all this stuff is a sore memory. They did such a good job. If there was justice in the world, Dragalia Lost would still be here today. Anyways, thank you for Psyche for making that. That was truly a journey through memory lane. I appreciated that.
a one-way crossover with Faye. It was baffling how they didn't have a Dragalia banner in Faye.
Yeah, I know. A game called Drift Girls? Split IP ownership ensures they stay dead, yeah. Now it's just a nostalgia, memory lane, and bitter after feelings, yeah. Wounds that never heal, yeah. Alright, let's get out of that. That was fun. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, follow. I'm gonna do some quick Azure lane polls. Yeah, I'm gonna just take it easy. I don't want to do anything after that. I'm legitimately just sad now. God damn, man. I wanted to watch that though. I wanted to remember a better time. No, I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna play the private server version. It's gone now, man. You gotta let it go. It's like if you had a wife or a significant other and they passed away and you just kept replaying the voice recording from them. You know, that's depressing as fuck. Hey, didn't that happen in a Marvel movie? Does this somehow make them making a 2025 mobile game in Shao seem worse? Yeah, what the fuck are they doing? The Shao stuff is so weird. By the way, we'll do the subathon, the Valentine subathon fulfillment stuff on Saturday, and I can start removing these things from my body. Did you guys hear the model for Leon and Resident Evil got harassed by Resident Evil fans because they think he's really hot, so they kept stalking the guy. And then once he left social media, they started stalking his siblings, like his brother, who's also a model. God, chronically online people are so disturbing.
Wade and Shadows had C-Sharp involved, a faction of Psy Games.
Yep, I brought that up before. I think that's like their... It's like their mercenary arm. As in, like... They do stuff? Oh, I guess it's not ready yet. It's like the mercenary arm. You can just hire them to do stuff. I like this girl. She's cute. I've seen her videos. Yeah. She likes building Gundams. This is a real girl. We should watch this sometime. I like her. What would you do if the girl follows you everywhere and smiles at you 24/7? I'd marry her. Oh, fuck. Wait, is she that caked up? Is she that caked up? God, those are some tight-ass pants.
I can believe it, because Tony the Tiger was sexually harassed off of Twitter due to furry weirdos.
Is that true? That's fucking weird. It's Tony the Tiger. It's a breakfast cereal. What the fuck? Alright guys, it's time to do our Azure lane polls. It's been a while. Actually, it's not been that long, but I need a poll for them because tonight's the last night for the event, I believe. They've really been making Chinese ships, and I really like the way they're dressed. It was just Lunar New Year. I just realized I didn't eat any mooncake this year. Kind of miss it. Anyways. God damn. Chang Wu. Every girl's so freaking caked. What is she doing? That's Long Island. That's a really cute costume for her. Shinano. I don't even use her anymore. Z23? Yeah. I didn't spend any money during this event, even though I was really tempted. Like, all these girls are really, really pretty. Oh, Frederick. Anyways, Lunar New Year events were really cool. I appreciate when, like, gacha games celebrate these things. Uma Musume movie in theaters, February 27th. I still have to watch the Chainsaw Man movie, man. It's been so long. All right, let's do some polls. You can't distract me. I'm polling right now. Okay. All right, let's just go poll. I'm gonna double check to see if tonight's the last night or tomorrow is. Either way, we're polling tonight. Yep, it's tonight. Tonight's the last night. Okay, let's poll. All right, so we're going for Chang Wu and Haicho. So let's see how that goes. We have a lot of polls, and since there's only 2, it should be easy, right, guys? That's what I think. Here we go. And yes, I need to like catch up on all these anime movies. I'm so glad that. Oh, that's Hermione. I like her. She's bad. God, there's so many characters in this game that look so good that you want to be good, but they're actually terrible. I have such a soft spot for maids. She is, in fact, tier N for no god no. All right, let's be going.
Hello, Shikikan. Union 所属の駆逐艦スタンディよ。
Stanley.
あなたの命令に従ってあなたに勝
She's pretty cute. Alfredo.
あの手この手でアプローチしたくなる究極の黒幕噂の指揮官のお出ました
Wow, she talks a lot.
早速だけどインタビュー
Okay.
賢明そうな
Sure.
あんたが指揮はいはい
All right, let's see who else we got.
リアンダーキュ
No.
ヘルマンキュンネ
No. Nope, we didn't get anybody we're aiming for. All right, poll 20. Let's do it. I hope I don't run out of money. I don't have that much money. Just trying really hard to get your attention.
駆逐艦のコメットです
Oh, an ad's running.
自由アリス
Oh, who's this?
守るエレガントたる大型駆逐艦の
Terrible.
ル・テリビルと申します指揮官殿のご意志を追い求めてまいりました
Just cute.
指揮官殿の戦う理由どうかこのル・テリビルにお見せいただきましょう
Is La Terrible terrible? Let's find out. La Terrible is tier 2. Tier 2. Up with Z23. Lamalin. That's not bad. Just not good. Glowworm with retrofit. Yeah, tier 1's Ayanami. Lenja. Nubian, who was just here. Okay. Gunnery Focus Destroyer, Strong Barrage, All Out Assault. Maybe I use her? I like her. I've been trying to work on my Iris fleet. Oh, we got her! Haicho. Haichu. She's whiffing us.
なかなか面白いわ仲良くやりましょう
I can't believe she's an elite ship. She looks so good. Also, her costume is lewd as fuck.
賢明そうな指揮こんにちはオマハ級系出揮フォックスハウンド
Alright, come
あん
on.
たが指揮
Come on. Oh. We've lost a 50-50 a bunch of times now. I guess it's not really a 50-50. A super rare chance is 7%, and it's a 2%. So it's not a 50-50, it's less than that. But we've lost out on it twice now. Gotcha gods, please bless your boy.
オマハ級系
Omaha.
はじめまして
Oh, who's this?
太陽よ一人前の指揮官なら
There's so many new Chinese
私のこ
ships.
とをよく知ってるでしょ
What the? She's not even wearing anything.
よく知らないって
She's not even wearing anything. Guys, look.
そのうちわかるわとにかく
No strap.
何かあったら安心して私に任せてちょうだい
This girl is going commando.
指揮官あんたが指揮官
Look, you alright.
お前が我々第17指揮官はいはい
Bruh.
そ
I have a Max Lamar's. Oh, still nothing. Well, this is not going well. I thought we would do better by now. I thought we would be done by now. Yeah, I still have some room. No, I don't. Alright, let me make some room. Oh, I should have done that. I need the coins. Okay, let me make some room.
駆逐艦ルマランそなた頑張らなくてはなりませんね祈りも国会もなしと最強などと大層なこと最強などと大層なこと最強などと大層なこと
Okay. Let's keep going. Gotcha gods, please. Bless my poor soul. Give me the hottie.
はじめまして
I like
ご
Casson.
きげんよ
I think I had to send her away along.
ご
Oh
きげんよ
no.
指揮官様
Who's this?
私はゴールデンハインド
Sailing frigate?
ご公明はかねがね伺ってたけどやっと会えたわ
She looks like a demon girl. Whoa. That tentacle,
な
guys.
かなかそそる体してるわね
Okay. I didn't know you could get other ships. Golden Hind. Is she even on this list? I don't think she is. She's a sailing frigate. It's technically an other ship, no? I don't know. I don't know where she's supposed to be. I didn't even know you could pull her. It's another another SR that we haven't gotten, but we still haven't gotten who we're aiming for.
ドンファンの駆逐艦
So many Chinese ships nowadays.
その
She's cute though. A giant
船にいません
spoon.
でしたかそれと台所はどうやって行けばいいでしょうか
This is really nice art.
唯一無二ヒュッチ
Alright, still nothing, but we got Golden Hind. We still want to get Changwu, and she's still very much not happening. I don't have that many polls remaining. There are multiple artists for this game. Everyone's individually.
ロイヤル所属
Jervis!
J 級駆逐艦のジャービスです怪我人
I
を
like
助
her.
けることが役目です
I wanted her.
至って健康そうな指揮官には
Just not
私
tonight.
の出番も当分来ないでしょうこれにて失礼します
So, I like Jervis. She's tier 1. She stands out. I like all the maids. And she's a mini maid, but not who we're looking for.
唯一無二のホビーちゃん、キラリン。
You got so many hobbies.
賢明そうな指揮。おい、
Hammerman.
どうもどうも。
I love her.
ごきげんよう。チュトラストウィッチェ。同志
Was that actual
グレ
Russian?
フの級駆逐艦、黒座縫い、着任した。どうしたの
That
同志
sounds
指揮
legit.
官。黒ず縫いの持ってるこれ。うん。この子は
What is
ガー
that?
リクちゃん。かわいいルビーツァー。
What the heck is this thing?
自由アイリス教国
Who's
の見習い
this?
騎
Who
士
are all these new
ホルバ
ships?
イと言います。大型艦の先輩方とまだ肩を並べられない修行中の身ですが、何卒ご指導をよろしくお願いします。
Okay, we have yet another SR, and still not the ship we're aiming for. I'm gonna be broke soon. Come on, end this already.
ハロー指揮官。
Another Stanley,
ドンファン
another
所属。
Haicho,
ご機嫌うるわし。
Curlew,
おい、
Hammond, best girl. Sundries are the best.
こんにちは。
Sundry maids are the best.
私はこんにちは。はじめまして。
Who are you
私は
people?
ロイヤル所属の軽巡洋艦マンチェスターっていうの。
God damn it, I have to keep
こ
every
れか
maid.
らよろしくね。母校の指揮官にして私のご主人様。
She's cute, what the heck? Every maid in this game is cute. Look at the crystal make a heart.
はいは
Alright, still nothing. Still not our goal. I'm poor.
はじめまして。
Cassin,
ご主人様。
Kurakoa, Comet,
指揮官。
Beagle.
母校への入
Who
校
are these people?
リトル航海士ニコロス・ダレッコ。
Fun
指揮
sized.
官に敬礼。一緒に未知なる海へ。アンディアーモン。
There's so many hearts.
ブルックリンです。
I'm out of room, bruh. There's so many ships that I've never gone before.
はい、これで大丈夫。みんなが強くなっているとき、みんなが強くなっているとき、指揮官も強
I'm running out of room. Hold on. I need to make some room. Give me a sec.
指揮官さんのことはまだよくわからん。どうして指揮官さんの後ろ
I don't even remember everybody.
どんな能力もきっと役に立つ時があります。
I've got so many rare ships.
指揮官、歴史はクリ
How did I know which is which? Is there an easier way to go about this instead of just using my memory?
作法も戦闘も神は細部に宿ります。私、いろんなとこ
Jeez, we got a lot of these ships. I think that's fine. Who do we still have remaining? It was Hobby. Okay, let's keep going. For the sake of like easy counting, we'll just open the rest of these up. Alec,
ブルックリンです。
Brooklyn, Foot,
ご主人様
Kurko. God damn it! What is wrong with this? I give up. We're spending so much on this. Come on, gotcha gods. Don't make me give up. I don't want to give up.
指揮官
Naka,
ヘルマン
Z19,
はいは
Carl,
いはじめまして
Cassin,
僕順
Atlanta,
C クラス区長
Comet.
ロイヤル
Another Jervis!
J 級駆逐艦
Oh my god. I'm getting trolled.
おはよう指揮官
Who's this?
私は若葉
She looks like a Blue Archive girl.
ごきげんよ
Alright. This is cursed. I only have 30 pulls remaining. Please happen already. How is this so hard? It's a 7% chance.
Hey!
Well, it's 2%, but
はいは
still.
い C クラス区
How is this so hard?
ですおまは級軽巡
Oh my
阿
gosh.
賀野型軽
What?
巡洋
Hello?
佐川です
Who
よ
are you people?
あなたが指揮官
She's cute though.
なるほどのしろ姉さんがあなた
No
の
Shiro's
ことを
really good.
好きになるわけですね私も好き
Dude, I'm into her giant ass katana. How does she even draw this thing?
ブルックリンです指揮官はじめまして
Okay.
ジョリーっす
I prefer to get ships that don't send me to jail. Alright. We're down to 30 polls. This needs to happen already. We've done so many polls. This is so crazily unlucky.
スモーリージャング
We're finally
所
done!
属の玉人よ
Oh my god!
数多くの
Yeah!
客席をこの場で調達してきて
That's some crazy
この
side
馬形
boob.
式に誇りを持っていたんだけどこうしてあなたの再起と風格を目にすると新品だと思っていたものが所詮ただの石ころに過ぎないのだと気づかされたわ
Guys, there's something about braless girls. She's clearly not wearing anything. Holy crap. Also, I like how Chocodo says this banner also effed me up right as I got her. The timing is insane. Alright. She's hot. I don't even know how good she is. I didn't need to know how good she is. I just need to know she's hot. Let's find out how good she is. She's not on the tier list because it's out of date. Oh god. Okay, well.
あんたが指揮官指揮官あり
I like Ajax.
永久実験
Are we done?
Don't fall
Another
asleep.
Haicho!
パフューム出揮うち
What?
は
Okay, there you go. Wait, no, we're one away. Okay, let's see who the last ship is. But we did it, guys! We got her! It only took everything. But we got her! Oh my gosh. And we got so many Haichos. We got so many new ships. I don't even recognize a lot of these ships. Let's just dump everything onto her.
好みの方々は好みの方々はもはや
Alright guys, summing it up, we got 3 Haichos. Golden Hind, Changwu, Sakawa, Hermoine, Jervis. In terms of our SSRs, our SR, sorry. I don't even remember how many polls we did. It was a lot of polls. Alright. What was our last ship? Who is it?
当てはながらっていう
Oh, that for Nagara.
指揮官当てのこと期待してた
No, I have not. Alright, we're done. That killed my money supply. That killed my wisdom cubes. I think I was like 900 something. Wow. Well, that was the polls. That was absolutely not lucky. I'm glad I didn't put it up for vote because it would have been bad. Wow. We built 80 ships? We built 100 ships? Okay, we built at least 100 ships. The event's like, are you stupid? Wow, 100 ships for solo banner is insane. Usually Dragon Emperor girls aren't the best, I agree. Alright, now I gotta grind. I gotta grind a 60k, otherwise this really wasn't worth it. Alright guys, I think that's it. If anyone's new, be sure to follow, subscribe, like, all those nice things. I'm dead tired. I barely got sleep last night. I'll wake up in the morning, work out a bit, edit a video, but that'll be for the morning. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take tomorrow off for obvious reasons. Your boy is dead tired. But I'll be back. On... what the hell's my schedule? I don't even remember my schedule. I didn't even post my schedule, did I? God damn it. This is the second week in a row where I don't post my schedule for some reason. Yeah, we were supposed to watch anime tonight, but there was just no way. Okay. We'll reevaluate and see if we can do it. Do anime night another night, but I need a break. I'm so tired. Did I post it on Twitter? I don't remember. Yeah, let's raid someone. No, I didn't post it. I just have to change this. That's so funny. Because mid-Asian women are normally cuter than the top tier of American women. Who's trying to start a race war? Why does Twitter go crazy over mid-Asian women like this? Damn, sorry. I guess she didn't start it. They're not mid. Look how base she is. Carrying a Wardy Hammer 40,000 Combat Patrol book. What the heck? Oh, this is Olympian. What? Sorry, truth. That is all they are, cute for a short time. Oh my gosh, everyone's trying to start a race war. I'm glad nobody liked this. 6.2k views, 0 likes. Ugh, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with people? Let's check who's streaming right now. I'm probably gonna raid Dingy because he still hasn't made partner yet. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Our raid message will be, son, are you partner yet? Stay. No, stay in room till partner. Let's help him make a partner. Alright, but anyone new, enjoyed the stream, be sure to support by following. And thank you, Nightmares, for being here. I'm taking a break tomorrow. Love you guys. Be back on Friday, and then subathon on Saturday and Sunday. Good night, Lakadin. That's it? No one else is gonna say goodnight? Alright, good night, everyone. Everyone's dead. Alright, here we go. 2 Dingus.